Pug TV. I had a little problem searching for particular foundry missions that were asked for me by the community to run. So I've decided to start the stream over again just so we can go ahead and move on to a different foundry mission, which is sad, but I just want to make sure that get a mission going here that from the beginning that we've got actually can do the whole thing. There we go. Make some adjustments here on my chat. Awesome. Alright, so we got Star Trek tonight. There was 2 missions I was trying to run. Last time I tried to run the missions, I couldn't find them. Then there was a patch night. Now we're back. I still can't find the missions. There was a patch today. What I was told is after a patch they have to like reload all the content. Oh, you know, I wonder if maybe I was looking in the wrong tab. Let's try this real quick. Yeah. Should narrow it down. I'm still left with bunches and bunches of choices here when... Alright, so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to find and run another foundry mission. Yeah, they're not coming up for me. So we're going to look at there's review content. Now I haven't quite figured out exactly how this works. Review content, I guess, is missions that haven't quite been posted yet for the community at large, and then there's the community authored, and that's generally where I pull from. So I've got here, ooh, we've had some changes in the top ranked missions since last time I was in here. So this is very, very, very cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do this one because I don't speak German. I hope you understand. But I'm going to come down to this one. This is the next ranked one. That's German. 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 Not German. Alright. As much as I love German, I don't speak German. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. So this is near the top. Dereliction duty. I wonder if this is the one I did. Ah. I started this one. This one is 2 to 3 hours. It's very dialogue intensive, and I wasn't able to quite do it all because I had run out of time. So this is the very first one I did by RogueEnterprise, First Cause and Effect. This one was actually very well done. I would almost be willing to do this one again, simply because the video I have for it the first time around somehow was not saved by Twitch. And because this was like the first player-made content that I did, that's what inspired me to keep doing the player-made content, actually. When I had posted a comment, RogueEnterprise had written and responded on the forum saying that he wanted to see my walkthrough. So actually, I tell you what, let's do this one again. It's actually really, really good. I'm going to point out the things that I liked about it on the way through. So we're going to start off with it. Let me make a quick note that I'm doing cause and effect. Otherwise I'll forget. So that's RogueEnterprise. So if you have not played this one, and if you're not familiar with the player-made content from the Foundry, you are actually going to be, I think, impressed like I was. This inspired me to do an entire series on the player-made content. So, Commander, we're just going to start it off here. Commander, we would like you to look into the disappearance of a Federation Council member and her envoy that went missing after visiting the front lines in the Pi Canis sector block to boost morale. The Council transport was escorted by a small Starfleet task force. Let's see, Nabuda, I need coffee. Don't do anything cool before I get back. Okay, Nabuda, we'll wait. Oh, missed it here. Do eat. Crenshaw. What? Do eat? I don't even know what that means. Oh, do eat. My wife has to translate sometimes. Nibuda. Yeah, it is Star Trek Night. So let's go ahead. Let's get this going. One thing I always do, it shows up here first in my list, but whenever I am doing these missions, I'm going to go to In Progress. They actually have a spot here for your community authored, and I'm just going to make that my primary. That way, as I'm running around doing stuff, I don't lose track of where it's at. So here I got to go to the Cernan system in the Regulus sector block. Alright, so let me pull up my map. If you're familiar with my Star Trek, you know I am terrible at navigating. Luckily, there's the Regulus sector block right there, so I'm going to plot a course. I always get lost. For whatever reason, it's real hard for me. I know some folks, it's just no big deal. And my wife says, he's terrible navigating in everything. It's true. I admit. I'm horrible. When we play, I usually just let her run because she's really good at navigating. The only game I'm really good at navigating is Star Wars: The Old Republic because they have an excellent map system for me. This gets very confusing for me at times, so I'm probably the worst one to play this game and actually do like reviews for things. But that also tells you if I can do it, then anybody can play this game. So there's hope. Yeah, my wife says that she's my tom-tom. Yeah, that's true. Alright, let's check the map here. How far do I gotta go? Let me zoom in a bit. Not too terribly far. And Shadow says, better than paying all that money. Yeah, I don't have to pay for like a navigation system. My wife is the navigation system, so that works out good for everybody involved. Almost to the Regulus sector block. Yep. Ask me if you want to warp. Yep, you do want to warp. Nope, we don't want to engage in enemy contact. Now I gotta find the Cernan system. So here's something. If you get into Somlu, is it free to play? Nabuda says yep, it's free to play. And Shadow also says yes, this is free to play now. So if you go to StarTrekOnline.com, you can make you a cryptic account and download and start playing for free. And that's what I'm on right now is my free to play account. And there's the Cernan system. Oh, look at that cool ship. I had to tell you, that's one of my guilty pleasures right here, is I like warping into different spots and then just kind of moving the camera around, because I like to see all the different ship They actually have quite a few ships that you can get, even in the free-to-play version, and then you can customize your ship. Like, I mean, that's mine right there, 4 nacelles and whatnot. It's very cool. So, begin the mission. You're welcome. And Nibuda, cool, I did not know it was free to play. Ah, you may try that now. Try it. In fact, I mean, that's mostly what I do with my broadcasts. Everything that we do, I mean, unless otherwise noted, is free to play. So like when we cover Age of Conan's free to play. That's why I cover it. When I cover like DC Universe Online, that's free to play. So all these games that we do are free to play. The only notable exception is Star Wars: The Old Republic. When everything else is broke, I play that one. That one you gotta pay. And this weekend we're going to be doing Terra, and that's a beta, so it's not even out yet. But that one's going to be a subscription. That's the only reason why I'm playing it, because I'm in the beta. So inconclusive readings on the convoy coming from the Cernan system, sir. We have the rendezvous coordinates and are ready to investigate. Let's begin. Now, from here on out, we're actually in the mission area. What RogueEnterprise has done with this is actually very, very creative with the mission overall. So just sit back and enjoy it. We've dropped out of warp in the Cernan system, sir. As expected, long-range communications and sensor effectiveness are down to minimal levels. And then I'm like, what do we know about this area of space? And then the Buddha says, cool, I want to see that Terra thing too. Yeah, I got it all patched up. I'll be doing that sporadically throughout the day, tomorrow and Sunday. They're only doing like every other weekend, so Terra will be coming up in the next couple of days. The Cernan system is rife with spatial anomalies. Most of them are benign, but they do have an effect on our sensors and communications. That is part of the reason why the convoy dropped out of warp here. It would be virtually impossible to find them in the system. If it weren't for the coordinates supplied by Starfleet Command for the rendezvous, we may never have located them on our own. The plan was to rendezvous here, then make a random course correction on the way back to Earth in case they were being followed. A Federation politician of this stature would doubtlessly make a tempting prize for any Klingons in the area, even this far from the neutral zone. And then me, indeed, any sign of the convoy? And the Buddha says, yay, I'm off this weekend, I can watch. Yes, you can. I don't have a set schedule for that, though, so, you know, depending on how really you want to see that one, you'll just have to check the channel every now and then and see if it's broadcasting live, because, oh, and my wife wants me to say tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, is the reveal for the Nerathian Design Wars Challenge, Episode 2. So just plug in that one. So that one I know for sure. Terra throughout the weekend is just whenever. Back to the mission. Nothing conclusive, but I am detecting something faint. It could be the convoy. The readings are dead ahead, sir. We should investigate. Let's set a course. You're welcome, Nibuda, for the reminder. So, yes, hopefully that's a reminder for everybody. Come watch that one live. That's going to be fun, because we're going to have both Remy and we're going to have Kaylee giving tours of their spaces, and these were the much bigger spaces. So it'll be really exciting to see what they've done with all that money, because I'm trying to remember, they were given 25 platinum, which, depending on who you are, that's actually a pretty good chunk of change in EverQuest 2. So, at least for my character, who doesn't really progress past level 53, that's a good chunk of money. Oh, I'm level 54, but that's still pretty good for my person. 8 p.m. Central Time. That is correct. 8 p.m. Central. Yep, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. I should have all the bases covered. Well, I'm going to hit my fast forward button here on the impulse. This full impulse button there, it speeds you up, but it kind of drains your energy from your other subsystems temporarily. And then you can shut it down. Alright, let's come to a stop here and analyze the debris. So this says, sir, sensors indicate that this is the hulk of the USS Longshot, assigned to the escort of the Federation Council membership. Multiple hull breaches, signs of disruptor damage across all sections. No signs of life, sir. Make a note in the log. We got stuff to do. I got shopping to do later. Just make a note. And now it says reach the possible convoy location. So let's get the speed back up. And there's another object which we should scan. Let's go ahead and zoom to it a little bit, and then analyze debris. Sir, it's the saucer of the USS Three Suns. There is excessive Klingon disruptor damage across all sections and severe antimatter explosion residue. No survivors. It looks like their warp core lost containment and the crew tried to separate the ship, but they didn't make it to minimum safe distance. Most of the rest of the ship must have been vaporized or blown to bits in the explosion. Make a note in the log. I got stuff to do. And now we'll check out the SS Triumph. And we get a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Little bit closer. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. That's the SS Triumph, the personal transport of Federation Councilwoman Adrian of Andoria. The captain is listed as Captain Plax, with a standard crew complement of 5, made up of Starfleet officers, even though it is technically a personal transport. The ship has one main deck and an auxiliary shuttle bay, cargo bay deck. Well, let's scan the Triumph. Give me a damage report. Scanning. The transport has suffered some superficial structural damage, but she's still intact. It looks like something is wrong with their engines, though. It's hard to say how extensive it is from here. Console chirps. Doo-doo-doo. Sir, I've got a message coming in from Triumph. On screen. Captain Plax? Another Starfleet ship? Thank goodness. We've got a lot going on over here. Maybe it would be best if you beam over and we discuss the situation in person. Acknowledge. Transporter room. Stand by. Here we go. Hey, Pat M82. How's it going, Pat? Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Coordinates for the Triumph's main deck have been locked into the transporter room. Let's go. And I'm bringing my finest, which is basically just the only people I have. So, luckily my red shirt is named, so we know that one's coming back alive. And loading up the Triumph right now. And there we are. Nibuda says, but don't do it. It's a trap. Have you seen this one before? Transport complete, sir. Before we get started with Captain Plax and the repairs to the ship, we should check in with Councilwoman Adrian. She's the VIP on this transport, and it's of the utmost concern that she return to Earth unharmed. Well then, let's go talk to the captain. Check on the VIP. So I'm just going to bypass all them and go right to her. Councilwoman. Hello, madam. Commander, I'm glad they sent another starship out here to help us. As you might already know, I'm Adrian, Andorian representative to the Federation Council. Don't worry about me. I'm doing fine. I just want us all to get home in one piece. We were dependent on those Starfleet escorts to get home. We're only a luxury transport craft with a 5-person crew complement. You might want to check with Captain Plax. She's the one that's most in the know at this moment. Well, Nibuda says, cool, a blue chick. I'm guessing you're not really up on your Star Trek lore. In Star Trek, there's lots of blue chicks, so just prepare yourself. I have the option of, can you tell me what happened, or I'll speak to Captain Plax now. So, audience participation time. Do we want to be told what happened, or do we want to just go and speak to Captain Plax? Vote, vote, vote. Let's see. First one to respond gets the choice. Are they playable? Why, yes, you can make blue chicks that are playable. Yep. Run. Alright, Somlu says Captain Plax. So we'll go, I'll speak Captain Plax. Alright, let's go find. I'm guessing Nibuda really wants to play a blue chick. That works. Alright, so now I just gotta find where Captain Plax is. So this is kind of cool. I'm just wondering when they do the custom missions, just thinking out loud here, you know, they must just pick a ship interior. Now what's cool is the fact that, you know, they've got this leak coming out of the engine, there's a fire over there. So in my mind, that's giving the creators a lot of freedom with what they're allowed to do. It's very, very cool. Alright, so let's come around here. I don't want to push her out of the way. Hello, Captain. Adrian, thanks for coming on board. And hell, for showing up in the first place. We thought we were finished after we lost our 2 escorts. Listen, I know you must have questions, but right now we've got bigger problems. The longer we wait here, the longer we're a target for any Klingon reinforcements. Alright, so here we go. I've got some questions first, or what can I do to help? That's our next choice, team. Questions first, or what can we do to help? Just looking at my chat thing. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just looking for the first response here. Run! No! Run is not an option. There's really nowhere to run. I'd still be stuck on the ship. Questions. Alright. See, Nibuda, look at Samlu. He knows how to play the game. I've got some questions. So we don't have a lot of time, but what did you need to know? Oh, we got quite a few questions, so let's just ask them. Any ideas on how you got ambushed? I'm not sure how it happened. The rendezvous point is the end of the first leg back to the front lines before making a random course adjustment on the way back to the Sol system. It is supposed to be secret and only discussed over a secure subspace channel with headquarters. But this is war, right? Everyone breaks communication codes eventually, even Klingons. Let's do the next one. Do the Klingons know where we are? I don't think so. We were only followed by a small group of ships, and we jammed them during the battle and destroyed them before they could get word out to their reinforcements. More ships are definitely out there, Jadrian. They just can't find us yet. We'll have to keep an eye out. Okay, so there's our questions. That's enough questions. How can we help? So we did that part. Here's what we're going to do. We've got plasma leak and goodness knows what else happening with the warp core across from us on the engineering platform. Go and see if you can give our engineers Slint a hand with the repairs. I'll be here keeping an eye on the sensor readings. Let's do it to it, Captain. So we're going to come back here and talk to the engineer captain Slint. Oh good, more people that didn't get stuck on council member diplomatic duty. Sorry if I'm not too chatty, but I'm busy keeping the field coils aligned so they don't blow a hole in the nacelles. What can I do to help? Well, you might have noticed that plume of plasma being burned off from the warp core. That's plasma being ignited by a misaligned dilithium crystal. I've got my hands full bouncing the field coils. Maybe you and your crew can do what you can Maybe you and your crew can do what you can to disable that leak and realign the crystals. At least then I can get the repairs started and we can get out of here. Well, let's do some engineering stuff. I mean, I would do it, but I brought my engineer. Let's see if they can do it. Sir, in order to properly engage this repair, we're going to have to first disengage the damaged plasma vents, then realign the dilithium crystals manually before reactivating the warp reactor. I feel like a surgeon. That's big words. Alright, so now we've got a mission. Haha, look at there. I even got trigger points. See, that's what I love about this foundry mission is, you know, you can set all these trigger points. So we engaged dialogue, made our choice, and now I can actually interact with stuff. So I'll just right-click, interacting, and it's done. And look, as soon as you finish that, it triggers the next point. Love it. Realigned. Oh look, and when we did that one in the back, if you noticed, move you aside, sir. The plasma leak stopped. That's cool. I mean, I think it's cool because I'm thinking, oh my goodness. So when they scripted this thing and put it together, they had to trigger this plasma, and then when I did the one thing, that turned off the I mean, it's just amazing. I can only imagine how long it took to make all that work together properly. You're almost there. Now re-engage the backup plasma vents from the secondary console while I reinitialize the warp coils, and we should be in business. Yeah, there it is. Just don't burn me. Initialize the backup plasma vents. Good. It's working! It's working! I should be able to get us out of here in a few minutes. You should report back to the captain and let her know that we're almost ready to get underway. Good. Let's do it. Come on, Captain. I've got good news for you. Anyone else feel that shaking? I think I feel it too. Jadrian, I'm glad you're back. I was just going to call you. I see that you've helped Slint fix up the warp core. That's good. We should be underway soon. Hello. Looks like we got a 6 Moons in. Hey, 6 Moon. And LaJoy89. Thanks for stopping by. right in the middle of us doing a little foundry run here. What is the turbulence about? Let's find out. That's why I was going to call you. Sensors are picking up a spatial disturbance close by. That's not unusual for this area of space. In fact, that's why we chose this place for our initial destination. Can you take the Adler out to check it out anyway? It's probably nothing, but with Klingons more than likely still out on the prowl for us, we can't be too careful. Klingons. Dun dun dun. Let's do it. Turn to the ship. Let's beam out. Let's see what happens. Take my crack crew of peoples. I've got the anomaly on sensors. It wasn't there when we approached earlier, but this system is full of spatial irregularities. We should close and perform a full sensor analysis. Let's do it. So I'm just going to take a peek at my mini-map. So right there, when you see these little odd colored circles, that's usually in the area indicating that there's your next quest objective. So that one's kind of small. That's why it didn't show on my mini-map. Well, it barely shows on the mini-map. So let's just... Oh, there it is. Let's just warp over to it. Nibuda asks, or says, "Oh right, aren't the Klingons enemies in this one?" Yeah, it's kind of a fractured Civil War story. Yeah, we're not exactly the buddies that we were with the Klingons anymore. That's really shaking up. Sensor analysis complete. What we're looking at is a small subspace fissure. As trace matter molecules collide with the fissure, they are reflecting off it and are generating those sparks of light. All in all, it's pretty innocuous. So what's causing the spatial turbulence? It's unclear what's causing the turbulence. Oh, well, even though we're at war with the Klingons, you still, if you spend a little bit of not station cap, on game, spend a little of the C-Store credits, you can buy Klingon player characters, if you like the Klingons. And if you really like Klingons, you can actually make a Klingon player later on in the game when you hit level 25, I think. So there is some Klingon love. It's unclear what's causing that turbulence we are experiencing. It does seem centered around the anomaly for the most part. This area of space is filled with anomalies, many of which defy standard classification. It does seem stable, however. We should be able to exit the system with the Triumph without any problems. Shall we head back to the Triumph and inform Captain Plax? Why yes, let's go back. Wait! Sir, sensors have just picked up a set of incoming Klingon ships. They're right on top of us. Red alert! Oh, there they are. Oh, goodness. So, the way I do combat is, first of all, I like to take a lot of damage. And I'm turning. Alright, let's fire on these ships. Oh, snap. So I've got a whole bunch of ships here. So generally what I do is try to back up and put like one shield facing the enemy. Ugh, that one just cloaked. That way I try to keep like one enemy vessel in my front forward arcs, because I've got some cannons there, and the cannons do a lot of damage, so I try to keep them in my forward arc. Then what you do is you can click on like this forward shield, and I can reinforce that one shield. Oh, he just cloaked. That way I don't have to worry about them shooting up all my shields much worse than what they are. The Buddha says she's going to play this tomorrow. Who needs a clean house? Totally agree. This one is actually worth taking some time to play because, well, it's free. It's actually pretty good. Look at this. I'm just tearing it up. Boom, boom, boom! Woof! Alright. Took them out. And so now it says here, return to the SS Triumph. Alright, so while my team is repairing shields and whatnot, we gotta get back. Temporarily standing down from red alert. Sir, there is virtually no chance of Klingons finding us in this system if the original attack group was all destroyed, as Captain Plax said. We need to make it back to the Triumph right away and see what is leading them to our position. More enemy ships should be incoming. Oh, well, we definitely got to figure out what they're tracking to find us, so let's impulse all the way back. Yeah, in fact, if you go back to some of my older videos, I've actually got quite a few videos on here explaining Star Trek in a little more detail, kind of like how combat works and some character creation. So go and check out some of my older videos, and you'll get a little insight into the game as well. So we'll just zoop around here. Sir, something's wrong with the Triumph. They're venting dry plasma everywhere. Shall I patch you through to Captain Plax? Well, why are they venting that stuff? I know. Slint, get that dry plasma shut off now. Wish I could sort your videos by game from Nebuda. Yeah, they have on the Twitch there, they have a terrible, well, they don't have a sorting system, but yeah, they're just all jumbled together. Probably what I need to do is make a list with like links to specific videos. That way, like if you went to my website, you could then look by game and then click the link and have it go to a specific website. But that'd be a lot of work. I need to hire an assistant, and I'd make my assistant do that for me. Commander Tabril, with that dry plasma venting, it's lighting us up like a gosh darn forsaken Christmas tree. Our sensors show that you were under attack by Klingons just a minute ago. I doubt that's the last of them. So how did this happen? I was just over there. Then Nebuda whips Jage and get busy. Not me, my assistant. I don't know. You and Slint must have missed something when you were repairing the warp drive. Knocked something loose. We don't have time to think about that now. We've got incoming. Here they come. Nebuda, no. Well, not the whips, but perfect timing. No, she's not. She's got her own stuff that she's working on. I need like a completely outside person to do all that. Oh, I see Cynic joined us. How's it going, Cynic? Sir, I'm showing multiple inbound groups. If the Klingons know what they're doing, they're probably going to send everything they have at us. Shields up. Oh, look, there's an escort. And we're being foded. Oh, let me click that forward shield. Oh, well, if all they're throwing at me is one Raptor escort, I think we'll be okay. Oh, he got stuck on the asteroid. That's hot. So that means I'm gonna hit drain shields. Oh, he got unstuck. Darn it. That's alright though. Any second now. Ooh, look. Take items, it says. What did I get? Major components. Something to sell. Ooh, under attack. New Raptor escort. Let me hit this drain shields. I don't know how many of these are going to keep sending in. I'm just glad they're just sending one at a time. Because it would be terrible if they decided to send like 3 or 4 all at once. Here we go. Drain shield. That is a really, really good skill to get. If you get a good science officer and train up that science officer in their drain shield skill, that's going to be super, super beneficial. I have not done that like I should, and therefore I kind of look back and regret that I haven't made it even more stronger. Just gotta keep my forward shield. See, those nimble ships like those escorts are, I mean, they are very nimble. Look at the way he's just kind of swinging in circles until he gets hit on an asteroid. But what that allows nimble ships to do is take items. Ooh, console, tactical 0 point something or other. But it allows you to rotate quickly so that you can actually rotate and put more shields towards your enemy for protection. But I'm in a kind of a slow ship, which is kind of why I just keep one shield facing towards them. I'm not very fast, and so trying to rotate to put more shields just doesn't quite work for me. I'm not that clever. Nibuda asks, can you be a Ferengi? Yeah. I don't remember if you had to buy the Ferengi. I had to look at this here. Let me just check the store real quick. I believe there is a Ferengi, and if you look, you can get this cat person. You can get some kind of, let's see, where's all my playable races? Let's see, they can get the Klingon. I think the Ferengi comes with the base, if I remember right. Yeah, and I bought this one here at Join Trill a long time ago when the game first came out. Yeah, if I remember right, if memory serves me well, Ferengi is one of the base classes you can pick. Let's see here. It said, Nibuda said, oh, I remember that alien thing. It nursed on Captain Picard's ship. Oh, yeah, you saw that weird looking. Yeah, I think you can get it as a pet. Follows your ship. Target's destroyed. What's going on? Our sensors are scrambled. Shields are dropping. Warp drive just went inoperable. I can't get them up again. We're in bad shape. We've got some kind of virus in our system that's corrupting I/O pathways with several major systems. This kind of virus can only be pushed through a communication or sensor array, though it's hard to say which of our systems. It's hard to say with our systems like this. I can clean it up, but it would take at least half an hour. It's gonna take 30 minutes, Captain. I don't have that kind of time. I don't have that time. I've got more enemy signal contacts inbound. They know exactly where to go. I know our ship isn't in ideal condition right now, but it's our sworn duty to protect the console woman and her ship. We need to fight to the end if necessary. For the Federation! Freedom! Oh, snap. Oh, that's not good. Look at that. There's a Ningvar warship. Just that thing alone is bad. And look at that. I've got no shields, nothing to reinforce. But look, I took one guy out though. Uh-oh, I'm toast. Look, 1%. A little run. Nibuda's like, now would be the time to run. Yeah, now that would have been the time to run. That's okay though. Hey, I wonder if I can take this item. Nope, I guess you can't take stuff when you're dead. Wait, maybe you can. Nope. Alright, let's respawn. Let's see what happens. Structural integrity failing. We're losing antimatter containment. What? What's going on? Are we dead? Sir, I'm reading severe gravitational forces from whatever's going on outside. We're getting pulled somewhere. All hands, brace for impact. Something is pulling us. Well, what's going on then? It says, what's happening? Where are we? That's strange. I'm showing no damage to the Adler. Everything's normal. Anything on sensors? Sir, I'm showing that we're currently at our original arrival point when we entered the system just a short while ago. I'm starting a full diagnostic on the ship's systems. In the meantime, I'm detecting that we should be the SS Triumph's location ahead. We should check on the status of the console woman. Plot a course. Well, here we go. And drive forward. Now I'm going to hit my impulse just to speed it up a bit. We're back fixed. Odd. Captain, I've completed my diagnostic on the ship's systems, at least what I could manage. Everything's wrong. The chronometers are off by a significant margin, and sensor logs are showing that we have only been in the system for a matter of minutes. Then why do we all remember being here before? So Nibuda is asking kind of what I asked the first time I ran through. What's going on? It will all be revealed. I don't know, sir. It looks like there is something going on that has forced us to repeat this moment in time. Even though all of our mechanical instrumentation has been reset, our mental capabilities have remained intact. Well, go on. I'll do some research into this. That's my science officer, by the way. If events are repeating, we need to discover how we and the Triumph's location were detected and how we can prevent it from happening again. Understood. So yes, somehow things are repeating. And I believe if I come down here, I think I even get to rescan. So we'll just rescan these objects here, because they might give us some clues as to what's going on. Yeah, Nebuda, darn those pesky time loops. I'm telling you, they cause nothing but havoc in the TV show and movies. It looks like despite the time reset, we're still too late to save the USS Longshot. No survivors detected. Analysis shows nothing unusual about the wreck, sir. Acknowledged. This is going to make me late to Walmart, but we will do it again. We will try to save these people. Who knew they had Walmart in outer space? And analyze debris. It's the saucer section of the USS Three Suns, still not showing any survivors. Conducting a more extensive scan. I'm not showing anything else unusual on the derelict. So no clues there. Alright, well, let's go to the Triumph. And we'll get a little bit closer. Warp. Nah, not warp, but full impulse. And slow it down. USS Adler, are we glad... Whoa, hey. I just overshot. Are we glad to see you? We're glad that Starfleet sent another starship out here to help us. You're alive! What happened after the battle? Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but we lost our 2 escorts after running into a Klingon ambush in this system. We were disabled after the Three Suns exploded. Here comes story choice time. So how do we want to respond? With either no, I mean after we were defending your ship, or do we want to choose, let me guess, your engines are currently disabled? So which one should we go with? Just waiting on the first responder. Samlu, Nebuda, you take this one. Ooh, it's like a group thing. Alright, Nebuda, it's on you. What are we doing? No, I mean after we were defending your ship, or the let me guess one? Engine disabled, or run. We'll go with engine disabled. There is no run. Run! Whatever my captain's name is. Run! Oh, yeah, I'm playing Jadrian. Run, Jadrian! Well, yes. How did you know that? We're short on personnel, and we need some help getting our engines up and running. Well, what's going on? Sir, if I may, it looks like Captain Plax, and likely everyone else on the Triumph, doesn't have any memory of the previous time loop. It's likely that only we are able to recall the previous events. Interesting. So why is that happening? It says, I'm not sure. Perhaps it is because we were in the right place at the right time when our ship was, purportedly destroyed. No matter the case, sir, we still have a responsibility to rescue the Triumph and her passengers and crew. We should beam over to help. It's what I do. Captain Plax, we're going to beam over. Acknowledged. We'll be waiting your arrival. Here we go. Oh, opinions on the situation. Guess I can't go yet. Sir, I've been going over the events from the battle that destroyed the Adler. We should discuss what happened so we can be ready for it if time repeats itself. What would you like to discuss? Yeah, the options. Nebuda says my options are run. That's not a that's an option, but you know, is there something other than run? Because I need plural. It says. I guess you're going to put run, and then your other option is walk really fast. Alright, so let's see. What happened to the plasma leak? That's our first thing. From what I recall about being on board the Triumph, there is nothing to indicate that there was any instability with the plasma flow regulation system. And it's a little too convenient that the system happened to break down just as we left the ship to investigate the anomaly. Look at there. Key point. It broke down just as we left. So what about the virus disruption during the battle? Well, what happened to the virus? Judging from some preliminary scans in the immediate vicinity, there is no way that any foreign signal originated from the destroyed hulks or occurred naturally. Either there's a cloaked ship still here, or the signal came from the Triumph itself. Sounds like saboteur. Exactly. So it seems... Apparently I need to read my response first. So it seems that there's a saboteur. Look at that, I'm pretty clever, I knew that one. Exactly, sir. It's certainly looking like there's a saboteur on board the Triumph at this point. So, I think I just did the engineering. Where are the... Maybe. Did I do that? No, here it is. There are only 5 crew members on board the Triumph. Why don't we just arrest them all and sort out the mess later? Or flood the ship with anesthetizing gas and tow the Triumph to a starbase. That's a good option. Just knock them all out and tow the ship. Interesting. And then this lady says, "Sir, I would recommend against doing that. The saboteur may have more than a plasma leak and computer virus in their arsenal. One false move and we could trigger a booby trap unintentionally." Run! It's certainly looking like... Oh. Okay, science. I can't help thinking that the subspace anomaly has something to do with this somehow. I'll set our sensors to keep an eye out... I read that, I was like, I'll set our sensors to fun. I'll set the sensors to keep an eye out for the appearance of the anomaly. Okay. And then tactical. Sir, whoever the saboteur is, they know their way around a starship, and might have more tricks up their sleeve that could hamper us, even with the second chance at this scenario. I recommend we beam on board the Triumph and repair the engines as normal. We'll look for clues on the real identity of the saboteur. Good idea. So we're going to go do our help again, but this time, look for a saboteur. Let's go. Beam over. And here we go. But we still don't know why the time loop occurred in the first place. And then Cynic. Oh, Crenshaw. Come on, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Crenshaw is so funny. Come on, y'all. It's a sabotage. Bling, bling, a bling, a buck a pow. Is a Beastie Boys thing. Look it up on YouTube. Cynic, if only we could just play it safe and blow it up. Yeah. Let's just be done with it. And then Buddha. Well, dang. I like the knock everyone out and tow them away option. Yeah, that'd be a good one too. However, if you just blew them up, then you wouldn't have to worry about any of it. So I recommend that you talk to Captain Plax first to avoid drawing suspicion. I strongly suggest that we do not tip off anyone on board that we know one of them is the saboteur until we know for sure who the culprit is. Okay, so I just gotta go talk to the captain. Captain to captain. And here's the captain. Oh, and there's my crew running around. Just relax, guys. Well, Jadrian, glad to see that you made it on board. I'm sure you've got lots of questions about what's going on, but I think Slint could use a hand back on the engineering platform. Captain, have you noticed anything unusual? You mean getting both our escorts destroyed on what was sure to be an uneventful VIP escort in her personal ship doesn't qualify as unusual? If that doesn't, I'm not sure what does. Yeah, I see your point. Come back and check in with me once you finish repairs with Slint, and we'll get a plan together to get both of us out of here in one piece. Alright, so let's go help that guy. Oh, my security Vulcan. Sir, I suggest that we use this opportunity to check around the ship for clues that might lead us to the identity of the saboteur before repairing the engines. I would also suggest discreetly interviewing the crew to see what we can learn. So now they want me to search for clues, and then optional is interview people. Let's see, Samlu, you got yourself a... Don't make me blush. He says I got a busty crew. Well... Yes. Yes, I do. I surround myself with talent. And then Buddha. Ugh, being evil is so much more fun. All this being helpful stuff is stressful. Well... Yeah, but it has its perks. Look, I get to wear a funny arm thing. Can't do that if you're evil. Alright, let's discreetly interview the peoples. So first we'll talk to Engine Ball. That's this guy right there. Look at your uniform. Are you from other ship to help? Are you from the other ship to help rescue us? No, not that I personally need rescuing, sir. If any Klingons show up, I know what to do. Let's see here. Rosalia says the troll. Well, yeah, but trolls. She's the troll. Nibuta's a troll. Crenshaw, well, not a troll like in real life troll, but in EverQuest 2 she's a troll, and that's evil. Anyway, it's a long story. And then Crenshaw, Vulcans have extra brains in those breastises. Talent. Like I said, I surround myself with talent. Nibuta, good as dumb. Hey, now that guy is missing his nose vapors thingy. Yeah, I guess so. Good. Good eye for detail. Oh, hey. Jamie Alejandro. I'm probably saying it wrong. Sorry. And then he says, some of the race gets surgery just to breathe in Federation air. Ah. That, you know what, to be honest, I had never ever considered that they could have surgery or something done so they could breathe Federation air. Because you're right, I think now that you mention that, on the series they did do like the thing. I remember that now. Anyway, here's my stuff I can say. Don't worry. Straighten up there, Ensign. What do you think? Should we really interrogate this guy or just leave him alone? I got 3 options there. Don't worry. Straighten up. What is your job? Or do we just leave him alone? What do we want to do? James said, read it on the bios for that race, but it's 24th to 25th century too. Somlu says, ask questions. Alright, let's ask this one. What is your job on board ship, Ensign? He says, well, technically I'm the official security detachment for Consulwoman Adrian. She doesn't exactly like me following her around everywhere, even though by regulation I'm supposed to be near her at all times. I feel safer near Captain Plax, to be honest, and the Consulwoman doesn't seem to mind. Well, I see. Alright, well that's my questions for you, so straighten up and let's get out of here. Yes, sir. Don't think I don't know how to use my phaser, sir. If we're boarded by Klingons, I'll know what to do. It's just my first mission jitters, sir. It happens. Alright, so let's move on. Okay, so why don't we talk to this guy? Talk to Helmsman Watt. Excuse me, sir, I'm a little busy keeping the ship stabilized. Excuse me, just trying to save you all and whatnot. Crenshaw drill him. Yeah, so we drilled him a little bit. 6 minutes said move on. Well, we'll move. Let's get this guy here. Nibuta said we should interrogate him. Then run. Alright, well, run is your answer for everything. What do you do? Yeah, my wife says, this is not very evil if you run from everything. What does it look like? As a troll, your answer should be, eat them. How do we save the crew? Eat them. What does it look like? I'm the Triumph's pilot. We were supposed to be on the way back to Federation headquarters by now, but right now I'm busy trying to keep attitude control with the thrusters while Slint repairs the engines. It's taking most of my focus. Are you through asking me questions yet? Sorry, helmsman. So what's the problem? When our escort's warp core breach occurred, we were hit with the resulting shockwave. Warp and impulse drive became inoperable. Ever since then, I've been trying to keep the ship stable with just the maneuvering thrusters. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Alright. I see. Okay, so we've interrogated him. Now it says here, in addition to checking in with the captain, I need to search for clues and then search for more clues. So I'm going to search for clues. Now the cool way to know your way around is if you look at the top here, your compass, if you will, the little exclamation marks kind of tell you where like a quest related thing is. And it appears I got these 2 rooms to go into, which would fulfill my search for clues and search for more clues. So let's just head on in And we'll take a look at this first room. Oop. It says, "Sir, these are the personal quarters of the consulwoman. It's illegal to be going through her personal items, but considering the circumstances, I think we should investigate all areas of the ship. The door appears unlocked and nobody seems to be taking notice of us. I think we can have a look inside." Alright, let's sneak in here. Investigate. Let's see what she's got going on her funky piano there. Hacking through the VIP's files. This would absolutely be considered illegal, but as I said, I suppose these are special circumstances. Checking through the consulwoman's files. It's mostly the usual political and personal journals. But sir, I'm showing here is the base virus that disabled the Adler. Right here. The virus. Should we arrest her now? Oh. Samlu says, "Cool fish tank." Yeah, we'll take a look at that here. As incriminating as this appears, we should make sure we've collected all the evidence before we move on. The saboteur could be any one of the crew. I would suggest discreetly questioning her about her quarters after we finish the search for clues if you think it's appropriate, Commander. Alright, so since I'm easily distracted by shiny things and someone mentioned fish tank, yep, there it is. Oh, Jim, you're in the way. Which, being Star Trek, I wonder if that's water, or some sort of alien liquid, or maybe just a really thick atmospheric condition that appears to be water, and maybe they're actually breathing like some kind of methane gas. It's not just a fish tank, it's a science project. So now, and then Jamie says, "Oh, cool fit." The Buddha said just about to say that. Say what? I say so many things. And then Jamie says, "Ah, Ferengis, the race of moral ambiguity. It's late, don't use words like that. With the right amount of latinum." Yeah, fortunately she's working for me, so I don't need a whole lot of latinum. And then the Buddha says, "Gotta love the Ferengi." I mean, the whole earlobe thing is kind of odd. These doors lead to the crew quarters where all Starfleet officers based on the Triumph reside. It's a fairly private location. We should return here to discuss the results of our investigation before assisting with the engine repair. Alright, let's check it out. If it's glowing, that's probably it. "Sir, after scanning this locker, I found what looks to be a hidden compartment. I'll have to force it open. Shall I proceed?" Just like high school. And then Samlu's joint. "Run!" Yeah. Let me shift in my seat. "I've got it, sir. Here's what was inside. It looks like an isolinear data chip with something on it. It's encrypted. I can decrypt it with my tricorder now. It's tricky, sir. Might take a moment." "Just do it." "Yes, sir. I think I have it. It's Captain Plax's personal security access code. With these codes, the captain can override nearly any system on the ship, including the plasma vents and deflector array, both of which caused our untimely demise during the last time loop. They could also be used in various other ways. Captain Plax does have fairly high security clearance with Sector Command." "Well, how did it get in here?" "I don't know, sir, but that compartment was impossible to find by accident. Someone was hoping that it wouldn't be found." "Whose cabinet is it?" Usually what I would do is look for the name, and that would give me an idea of who it belonged to. But this makes for a better story. Alright, so I have now, look over here, I did my search for clues, I searched for more clues. Now let's go investigate the plasma vent. Here we go, and look at that, I'm running. And now I'm going to eat Slint. Problem solved. "I'm sorry, but someone needs to keep an eye on these warp coils, which means that my boots are glued to the floor in front of this console." "Well, how's he going to fix stuff if his boots are glued to the floor?" "I don't really have time for much chit-chat." "Well, I'll keep out of your way." So that means I can just get down to business. So, oh, they don't have it this time. So what I'm doing is just looking for the interactive console. That's this one right over here. And then the Buddha says, "This guy's annoying. Shoot him. Then run." I thought we were going with eating them, but... "Sir, it doesn't look like the Triumph is susceptible to any plasma venting, which is what allowed the Klingons to lock onto our location and resulted in our subsequent demise. We can fuse the system closed without hindering engine repairs. It will limit speeds to below warp 7, but it will guarantee that this trick won't get used on us again. Do it. The Buddha says, well, I'd totally be a Ferengi in this game. Oh, okay. I totally would not. I just stick with plain old humans. Boring. And then we're going to disable the external plasma vent. So now we shouldn't have that venting problem. Looks good, sir. There's no way that we'll be given away by the same trick this time. Quickly, let's wrap this up. We might look a little suspicious rummaging around the ship without helping them with the repairs. Well, I'm doing that. What else do I got to repair? Oh, now it says discuss the clues in private in the crew quarters. Alright, team. We repaired the ship. Let's head on back. And then Jamie says, and since I missed the beginning, which mission is this? This mission is the Cause and Effect by RogueEnterprise. That's what we're doing. And let's come into the crew quarters. And then James also says, humans, Vulcans, Trill, or Bajoran are probably the more balanced people. Yeah. I mean, I don't really think, though, it really matters. I know that each race has some different skill bonuses, you know, racial traits, but other than that, they're really anybody's good. This looks like a good place to discuss the clues without being overheard by the Triumph's crew. We should make this fast. So to summarize, we found Captain Plax's command codes encrypted on an isolinear chip in storage locker in the crew quarters. And then Nabuda says, but Ferengi have cool ears like trolls. Oh. No, they don't. No, trolls don't have cool ears. Sorry. Then, the viral matrix that disabled the Adler during the last time loop was found on Consulwoman Adrian's personal computer. So far we got Captain Plax as a vote, and a vote for the Consulwoman. The external plasma vent system is now locked down to prevent Klingons from finding us in the same way as last time. Sir, do you suspect anyone in particular of being the saboteur? Alright, team. So based on the clues, do we have a suggestion for who the saboteur is, or my very bottom option is I don't like to speculate? What do you think? Nabuda says in EQ2, I mean, yeah, I don't think the trolls in EverQuest 2 have very nice ears. At least not when you rub them that they like it. That's a Ferengi thing. So I think Ferengi's got way better ears. And Nabuda says, is that darn brown snotty lizard guy? Oh, what? Slint? I don't know. Crenshaw. It was a guy who was talking back. That was the helmsman guy. He was rude. And then Six Moon says, don't speculate. And then Nabuda, back to the ears. I love the ears. Make them big. Just because they're big doesn't mean they're better. And then Jamie says, yeah, wouldn't speculate. Well, I got 2 votes for wouldn't speculate, so let's go ahead and choose that. I agree, sir. We don't appear to have enough evidence that points to one person in particular. It appears that we're still missing a piece of the puzzle. Time's running short, and we don't want to arouse any suspicion. We should go confirm our repair instructions with this ship engineer. Well, let's go check it out. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, did you see that? I just totally rolled. What? What? And oh, hold on, I gotta scroll this down. Talk to the right person. Yep. Confirm your instructions with the engineer. That would be you, Slint. It took you long enough. What were you doing rummaging around the ship? It doesn't matter. I've been busy keeping the field coils aligned so they don't blow a hole in the nacelles. I know. Can I help? A smart mouth too. I'm the smart mouth. That's wonderful. Listen, you need to help me with the plasma leak. There are 3 things you need to do. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Nabuda says, why was that Ferengi huge? Which Ferengi? There's no huge Ferengi. Probably the way the camera, she just ran by the camera, and so she was close, just made her look big. She's not big. I'll take care of the leak. And now the Ferengi says to me, sir, in preparation for the task from Slint, I've developed a process by which we can perform all the maintenance required to fix the warp core with one adjustment to the primary plasma intake. You should be able to access it from the rear of the warp core. Well, let's do it. And there it is. Oh, and then Jamie also says was standing on the bed. Yeah, so it just depends on how you saw the Ferengi, but really is small. And we should be done with repairs. Wow, you really look like you know your way around that engine. I was expecting to have to explain the whole intermix setup to you first. Why am I doing this? Where's my engineer? Now that the regulators are repaired, you should probably report back to Captain Plax. I'll have the rest of the repairs done in just a couple of minutes. Now let's do it. Go, go, go! Run, run, run! Oh! What was that? I was expecting the anomaly to appear again this time, but that's definitely a stronger force than the last loop through. It can't be caused by that same anomaly. Well, what's causing it? Sir, this is the Adler. We are encountering moderate spatial distortions. Recommend that you return aboard ship immediately to investigate. Understood. Stand by for transport. Oh. We have an option. Should we go understood, stand by for transport? Or should we do what about our investigation? And Nabuta says run. Well, that would be the standby for transport option. Okay, so other than running, what do you think? Standby for transport, or are we going to worry about the investigation? What do we do? What do we do? Investigation, baby. Alright, Crenshaw, let's do the investigation. Gravimetric fluctuations, hope I said that right, are steadily rising. If they continue to do so unabated, they could end up as destroying the Triumph without the saboteur having to do anything at all. Well acknowledged. And then Jamie says, yeah, makes you wonder who did it, doesn't it? Yeah, still wondering. And Nabuta, it's the lizard guy, I'm telling you. Sir, we should probably inform Captain Plax that we are going to investigate this spatial disruption. We may have to take a chance and trust that she isn't the saboteur. Well, we're just going to have to trust that she isn't the saboteur. So, dire situation. Well, let me see. Let's see if we can get to her. Oh my gosh, I almost died. Oh, that's the snooty guy. Talk to Captain Plax. Cough, cough. Oh. Someone get me a damage report. Jadrian, what's going on? You look like you know something about these spatial distortions already. The Triumph can't take the stress under these conditions. You have to do something about it back on your ship. We've contained the whole breach for now. I plan to, but I have to discuss something first. Well, what is it? You better make it quick. I'm already seeing that this starboard nacelle is already starting to show some signs of stress. Let's see here. I'm asking you and your crew to be locked down, or don't go anywhere or do anything until I get back. Alright, so option time. Are we going to ask him to be locked down, or are we going to say don't go anywhere or do anything until I get back? What do you think? Locked down, or don't go anywhere or do anything? I'm hearing lockdown, lockdown. Alright, so here we go. I'm asking you and your crew to be locked down. Click, click, and Nabuta says run. That's your other option. I'm asking you that you and your crew run. People keep winning that Gator class. I'm so jealous. What? Locked down? As in, don't let anyone leave the ship? We're in the middle of a crisis and possible combat situation. I don't think that anyone's going anywhere. Don't be so critical. I'm asking for a favor. Whatever you say, Jadrian. I'll make sure everyone stays where they are. Now get back to your ship and figure out what's causing those distortions. Here we go. 5 to beam out. Standing by to bring you aboard, sir. Spatial anomaly is registering on sensors. Here we go. Yeah, the Gator class, Jamie says that's in the Cardassian lock boxes. I've talked about that a few times on some old episodes where I'm not going to buy a key to open a box. Although it seems like people are getting them fairly often, I just don't feel that lucky. So, oh, Samlu says, don't go. Oops, I left, sorry. Sir, the disruptions are much larger than the last time were here. If we don't do something about it, we may lose the Triumph before we are able to identify the saboteur. We should see what we can find out about the anomaly. Alright, well, let's go do it. Oh, look! It's much, much bigger this time around. And then the Buddha says, Cardassians, hiss. There's nothing wrong with Cardassians. I mean, one of them's a really accomplished tailor on Deep Space Nine. How could that be bad? I mean, just because he was some sort of former special CIA investigative guy that still did, you know, underhanded sneaky stuff from time to time doesn't mean he's a bad person. Scan the anomaly. Oh yeah, his name was Garrick. And here we go again, Somlu says. Yep, here it is, one more time, but much bigger distortion. The anomaly is registering over twice the size as the last time we were here. I don't understand, it's still just registering as a series of micro-subspace fissures, but it shouldn't be putting out this kind of interference. I suspect that it may be responsible for us experiencing this time loop again. It is unstable at best, but we should leave this maybe the least of our worries now. So what do we do about the Triumph? Run! Or blow it up. That's our other option. That'd be a good option. Or eat them. We should check back and see if they're ready to follow us out of the system. If repairs are not complete, we may need to chance that the saboteur has no more tricks up their sleeve and attempt to beam them all aboard and scuttle the Triumph. See? Look, now they're thinking, blow it up. Agreed. Oh, well, what do you think? Agreed, prepare quarters for our guests or engineer rig holding cells. What are we going to do? Make them our guests or rig holding cells? Rig holding cells. Boom. Federation consulwoman? Though I suppose that she would be the saboteur. Maybe it's best we be handling things after all. Transporter room is standing by. Plot of course. Alright, so we're going to rig holding cells. Good job, team. Let's flip around here. A little more power. And then we'll get all the way turned around. And full impulse. Let's get back here fast. Ooh, look. It says an escape shuttle? What's that all about? Sir, I have Captain Plax for you on emergency channel. Put her through. Jadrian, you're back. We've got some problems over here. Oh no, what happened? Oh no! As soon as you left to analyze the anomaly, I ordered the crew on lockdown, like you asked. But, before it could be put into effect, Ensign Ball attacked Slint with a phaser and killed her. Wow. Fried the warp core control console with a phaser, and then jumped into the emergency escape shuttle. So he was the saboteur all along. All along? What's that supposed to mean? Never mind that. Where's Ball now? He tried to warp out of here with the escape shuttle, but I locked down the engines with my command override. The Triumph is a total loss. It would take weeks at Space Dock to repair this kind of damage now. And then Nebuda says, darn that lizard guy. No, Ball is the blue vapor guy. Slint is the one that was killed. That was the lizard. That's right. Stand by for evac after we take care of Ball. Yeah. Ball's the dude without the breathing thing. Poor Slint. Well, let's see what's going to happen. Get a little bit closer, and there's the escape shuttle. So get a little bit closer. There it is. I'm trying to raise the shuttlecraft, sir, but there's no response analyzing. Cynic says, finish him! Finish him! Oh, he just maybe had a Mortal Kombat flashback where I ripped the head off. It looks like he's shunting warp power through his shuttle's deflector array. It doesn't have much of a practical purpose, but it might serve as a crude way of signaling someone who's probably looking for us. The Klingons are bound to see it! Lock weapons on the shuttlecraft. See, I just heard Somlu there. Lock weapons on the shuttlecraft. Let's blow them up. Crenshaw says, wait, don't you have to wear a red shirt to die in Star Trek? You do, unless you have a name. If you wear a red shirt but you have a name, you don't die. Because see, in the original series, Scotty wore red shirts, and he didn't die. because he had a name. Let's blow him up. Sir, it's too late. I'm reading multiple warp signatures inbound on our position. Red alert. Oh, snap. Oh, hold on. Emergency shield power. Are you kidding me? They got fighters. Okay, we got one fighter down. Look at that. That shields are dropping fast. Ooh, you were so dead. It's not fair. I have a name. But I have a name. Look though. Look. My shields are up. Oh, did you see that? I took a fighter out, and now I'm putting some distance between me and them. Look at that. Big fight. Uh-oh. There's a Vorcha battlecruiser. Here. Drain shields. Oh, look. He just got stuck. Look. Ah, look. I just dropped it. And I just took the fighter out. Ouch, they brought out the party crew. Oh my gosh. Oh, look. Drain shields. You know what? Here, let me stop moving. Look. I'm dropping them. 63%. I just gotta keep my forward shield. Oh, snappers. He got stuck on the asteroid. Now I can't see him. The Klingon. You should hear his mouse clicks. My wife says you should hear my mouse click. Yeah, I'm trying to keep that forward shield up, let me tell you. And James says, the Klingon welcoming party of honor. Yeah, but, yeah, look at that. Oh, are you serious? Did they just bring a bunch more in? Oh, no way. Okay, wait. Back up. And then the Buddha says, I get confused on the whole shirt thing. Blue seems like science, but engineers wear yellow, which is security, but engineers are science, right? Oh, look at that. I just went to answer a question and got blown up. I don't think I was getting out of that one, because they brought, even though I blew up the one big ship, they then went ahead and warped in a whole bunch. Okay, yeah. So the shirt thing, yeah, blue is science, but when they think engineering, though, don't think there's like two types of science. So think about it this way: the science here, the blue, that's like medical and chemistry type of stuff. So think of like laboratory sciences. When you think of the engineering in the yellow, think about the mechanical sciences. That's the people who do the engines and build stuff. That's how I think of the two sciences. And then Crenshaw, the hell is that glowing yellow thingy? Oh, that thing that was on the side. When you blow up ships, sometimes they drop equipment, and that's kind of like a representation of an item that was dropped in space. So that's what that big yellow glowy thing was. It was waiting for me to pick it up, but when my ship is destroyed, I can't pick up items that other ships drop. And then Jamie says, after Next Generation, red is command and navigation, yellow is engineering and tactical, blue is science and medicine. Oh yeah, and then kind of what going here, what Jamie said. My wife, she pulled up, she pulled up a website, and it explains the colors of uniforms all based on era. So, yeah, so maybe slightly different in the old, because see, in the old series, Scotty was engineering, he wore red, and then they changed that in later generations, so it also depends on what generation you're looking at. And then Nabuta says, yeah, you're dead anyway, I'm innocent. Yeah, it's not your fault this time. So what is happening again? We're losing antimatter containment, all hands brace for impact. Hold on, here it goes. Once more into the breach, dear friends. Alright, so, sir, we're here again. Sensors indicate that we're back at our original entry point to the system, just like last time. All our equipment seems to think it's in the past, but we all seem to remember previous events. Everything's in the same place. At this rate, it seems like we're able to keep getting the ship destroyed until we can finally get it right. I don't seem to mind too much getting killed twice so far. I feel normal. Well, I'm glad you don't mind getting killed. I would agree, sir. Oh, I put my thing said it just seems too convenient. And then she goes, I would agree, sir, but look outside the ship. The anomaly is easily registering on long-range scans now. More than that, is taking up a large part of the sector, so the anomaly has grown. Spatial turbulence is off the charts. It's growing exponentially each time that we are killed. It must be attached to the Adler somehow and keeps growing. Growing? What? Let's see here. Then Crenshaw says, that was a picture of Deep Space Nine. Yeah, which they actually have in the game. You can go to Deep Space Nine. And Jamie says, or any of the Cardassian nor space stations. Yeah, because there's more than one, but there is actually a Deep Space Nine in the game, so I call it what you will. And then the Buddha, oh no, lol, oh my goodness, I'm gonna die laughing. What? Why are you laughing? That time thing is hilarious, yeah. Time spatial repetition thingies are pretty good. Watch the movie Groundhog's Day. You'll see that they're hilarious. And then Somlu says, it's a life form. Maybe. So what do we do then about it, if it's a life form? What do we do about it? I've been doing some investigating in our records. It looks like the USS Enterprise D encountered a temporal phenom very similar to this on stardate 46 or 45652. A temporal loop concurred to that ship and crew until the destruction of the ship was finally averted. Maybe the same thing could apply here. Avoid the destruction of the ship? Oh good, it's not like we aren't trying to accomplish that in the first place. We just know there are much higher stakes if we can't save the Adler this time around. So what do we do about the Triumph? We still need to do everything we can to rescue her and the consulwoman that's aboard. We know that the saboteur on board is the security officer, Ensign Ball. No matter what his motives are, we need to apprehend him before he signals the Klingons and brings them in. How do we do that? James says, in Bajor space, and yes, Kira is in charge there still. And then Crenshaw, save the life of the non-red shirt lizard guy this time. Yes, we will save them all. Just keep in mind that this is a time loop. Ball has no idea that we're on to him. We should be able to take him by surprise and eliminate any last moment booby traps if we act quickly and decisively. Understood. Let's go to the ship. Alright, so this time for sure. We know who it is. We'll just eat them and we'll be safe. And Six Moon says, shoot the bum. Well, we're trying out something new other than shooting them, since we're going the troll method. We will just eat the guy and that should take care of it. Oh, I don't see the blowed up ships like we have in the past. Alright, so let's stop engines. Stop. Sir, we are within communications range. There's some interference, but let's talk to the captain. On screen. Cynic says, set phasers to annihilate. You know, every time I'm thinking, set phasers to fun, and then all of a sudden I start thinking party rock anthem. Set phasers to fun. Everybody just have a good time. Oh, it's the USS Adler. We're glad to see another ship out here. 1 second we're under attack by Klingons with both escorts destroyed and us disabled, and now local space is going haywire. Any idea what's going on? One thing at a time. Engineering. Sir, as you might have expected, after having to conduct these repairs twice so far, I've devised a better plan to repair the engines of the Triumph. From remote, in fact. I also believe I can interface with the Triumph systems and disable the plasma flow and viral matrix that disabled us during the first time loop. Or we could just run. Repair it and then run. Alright, let's fix it. And then that Captain Plax. First time loop. Jadrian, what's going on? Just stand by. So here, stop. First I'm going to remotely disable the venting. Check it out. I'm going to do everything, just call it in. Then I'm going to remotely shunt the plasma flow. And Jamie says, one day someone will hack that song into Club 47 at Earth Dock. You know what, that would be cool if you could hack that song into the game. So when you go on to one of the, like, that would be good. Just go there and have those green Orion slave girls all dancing the party rock anthem, and they're shuffling. Everybody's transporting. See what I did there? I changed shuffling to transporting because in Star Trek you transport. Or, to keep with the flow, you could say everybody's shuttling, because instead of shuffling, but they use the shuttles to travel. Everybody shuttling. Boop, 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 boop. And transport to countervirus. Then Cynic says, no, it would be the new Borg music. Oh, that would be good. The Borg are coming. Everybody shuffling. And then Buddha, huh? Perks ears and looks around. Remote repairs complete, sir, but there's something that we can't affect from this distance. It's the escape shuttle. It has independent systems. They'll have to lock down the shuttle from the command platform. Well, let's do it. It looks like you've repaired our engines, and Slint says she can have the engines up soon. See, I totally did not know that that was a chick until like near the end. And she's not blue. But also, you've managed in a few other activities aboard ship. What's going on? There's no time. Lock down your shuttle bay. Whatever you say, Commander. This better be going somewhere. Locking down the shuttle bay. Wait, my controls aren't responding. Slint, what's going on in the shuttle bay? Where's Ensign Ball? Ball isn't here. He's supposed to be at the consulwoman's side at all times. Where'd he go? Jadrian, I'm detecting that someone's trying to force their way into the escape shuttle bay. I'm locking him out now. Is he a Klingon agent? Well, let's see. I've got, can't you send someone to take Ball down, or we'll beam over an away team to take him down? The hand. I'm confused-elated. Apparently, my hand, I don't know. Then Six Moon. Then better run, the Buddha. Alright, team. What are we doing? Are we going to send someone to take Ball down, or are we going to beam over an away team to take him down? Take him down! Okay. Well, we'll take him down, but wait, do you want... have them do it, or have us do it? Vengeance, take him down. Well, we'll do it ourselves. We're going to take him. We're going to take him down. That's a good idea. We've got our hands full up on the main deck trying to get the ship repaired so we can get out of here. Chances are, Ball's trying to do something to get the Klingons' attention. Get down there and stop him before he can accomplish the goal. Here we go. Nabuda says, well, I may. Someone says hand, and I'm thinking of this movie where you get possessed, cuts itself off, and kills people. Don't give the hand any ideas. Jamie says, as in we want to live, so yes, let's do it. Oop, here we go. I'll feed you the coordinates for the emergency shuttle bay. It's a small space. You should be able to get to Ball easily. Here we go. Away team standing by. And let's do it. Let's do it already. Could be a thing from Adam's Family. Don't get me going on theme song. There I am. And there he is. Here we go. Oh, wait, look, energy barrier. He's got a shield. There he is. It looks like the shuttle bay doors are locked down. Wait a minute. Lloydla, you just violated a game barrier. Well, go get the guy. Ball, surrender now. Make this easy. You're inside the shield. Get him. You'll never take me alive, Kappa. They'll come for me. You'll see. We'll see about that. Gain access to shuttle bay. Well, I've already got someone in there. Attempt to disable the force field. It's no use, sir. The controls for the force field have been locked out of the console. So much for the easy way. Here's over the ship comms. Main deck to shuttle bay. Jadrian, if you can hear me, I'm monitoring your situation. Ball has tried to fuse the force field relays open. I can override with my command codes, but it may take a few minutes to complete. Stand by. You better go fast. Sir, I've been analyzing Ball's activities on that console. Captain Plax has locked him out from the shuttle bay doors, as well as from physically entering the shuttlecraft. However, Ball is accessing the shuttle deflector remotely. It looks like he's setting up a deflector pulse, like he did to signal the Klingons in the last loop. Lock it with the tricorder. It's no good, sir. His signal is getting through. I'm surprised she doesn't have an app for that. We should contact the ship and see if they can do anything about it on their side. Away team to ship. This is a transmission from the USS Adler. Adler here, sir. We're detecting a power surge coming from the Triumph shuttle bay. It looks like the deflector pulse coming from the shuttlecraft is being refracted around the entire solar system, thanks to the cornucopia of spatial anomalies in the vicinity. It's being refracted. They can't find us. Any sign of Klingons? No enemy contacts yet, sir. The signal is coming up on our sensors as emanating from 8 possible locations in the system alone. If the Klingons see the same thing, they will likely split up the attack. We won't see the same numbers as before, but it could still be a tough fight. Should we transport you back? Nope. Protect us until we arrest Ball. Sir, we should try to buy Captain Plaque some time so she can override the force field. Maybe we can talk to Ball. Alright, let's talk to the guy. Or Lloydla, who is no longer on the other side. If you can go back and forth, just go back in there. Let's get his attention. Stay away! They'll be here any minute. You'll never get through the force field in time. What should we do? Why are you doing this? Or get him with stop what you're doing? Why or stop? Somlu says why. Okay. Survey said, and Jamie says why. Why are you doing this? Think you're distracting me? Buying time until Plaques upstairs can pull some trick and stop me? I doubt either of you has got the gall. All Starfleet's the same. Too afraid to do something drastic to actually end the war. It doesn't matter if I die here. Even helping the brutish Klingons is something I can handle if it means ending this war sooner. Well, let's see. Then it says, the Buddha says, shoot him then run. I can't get through the force field, silly. Well, we got two options. Do you really think that this will save lives, or you don't know what you're doing? No, that's no excuse. Yeah, force field. That's no excuse that a force field's in the way. Saying, sure the Klingons will peacefully murder everyone. Oh, there you go. That's a good way of saying, do you really think that will save lives? Oh, I even figured it out, Cynic. Yes, I do. Don't think I enjoy the prospect of handing over Councilwoman Adrian or her corpse over to the Klingons. It's just a small piece of the puzzle. But it's something that will help the Klingons end this war quickly and decisively. Speaking of which... Away team here. What's going on? That's my communicator chirping. Ah. Sir, we've got enemy contacts. Klingon ships are coming in with weapons locked on us. They don't seem to be targeting the Triumph for the moment. Security team to Triumph's main deck. Uh-oh. Yes, sir. Security detail is away. Klingons are coming in weapons range now. We've got birds of prey screening Vorcha battle cruisers that are powering up transporters. I think you may be right in assuming they are after the Councilwoman and may be trying to take her alive. Raise shields and screen us from enemy fire. We should assume a defensive position. Enemy boarding parties could be inbound at any moment. Alright. Combat time. And B for first person shooter. And watch this. I got a grenade. And then I got shot. And then I do a multi-burst shooting thing. Take that, Klingon. Oop, he had shields. Oh, more beaming in. Here, let me get the dog. There. Sorry, puppy. Oh, get out of the way, team. And we're good. Whoa, whoa, hey, look at that. She's got an autocannon. That's hot. That's a huge targ. Yes, those are very big puppies. Alright, we are all repaired up. Coming around for another pass. Can't block their transporters. Hold out. Stand by for more intruders. Alright, grenade, and then multi-gun, and he's dead. Oh, whoa, hey, you just snuck right up here. I think we're okay. Oh my goodness, how many are there? Oh. Die! The whole time I'm fighting, the battle theme of music in my head is the $5 footlong sandwich song. $5, $5. Oh, now it's done. The Buddha says, so is this a typical mission? Because I really like the lack of combat grinding. No, this isn't typical. This is if you do the player mission, I'll tell you, depending on what foundry mission you get, this can be typical. I mean, I've done one where it was pretty much just run around and you did fight. Another one I did where a majority of it was all story based. So you're gonna get your best choice or chance of finding more story driven stuff from the player made content, in my opinion. So what sort of gun am I using? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see what I'm using. I'm using specifically, I've got two here, but I think the one I'm using is the Phaser Full Auto Rifle. So a Phaser Full Auto Rifle. I also carry a Phaser Pulse Wave assault weapon, but yeah, the one I was using was the Full Auto. That's what I had. And then Nebuda Subway Rules, yeah, $5 foot long song. That's, hey, if you're gonna go to battle, choose Subway. Cynic, this is a player-made mission. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right here. This is from the Foundry player-made mission. Specifically, this one's called Cause and Effect by RogueEnterprise. I think I called them Rogue Federation earlier. I apologize. It's RogueEnterprise. Let's see here. Yeah. And in fact, that's pretty much all I do when I do my Star Trek now, is I just run player-made content, because actually some of it is outstanding. And this was the first one I did, and I really liked the story and all that stuff. So very creative. On my way. Oh, I think I forgot to read that. So oh, I think they dropped the shield finally. So let's get this guy. Wait, no, this can't be happening. Sorry, you're under arrest. And disable this, that, and the other thing. And there we go. Looks like you got everything wrapped up down there. Nice work, Jadrian. Now we just need to deal with the spatial anomalies that are looking more and more intent on tearing both our ships to shreds, along with any possible Klingon follow-up attacks. Communications are back up, and we still have warp drive back online in a minute. Get back to your bridge and cover us while we make final repairs. Alright, here we go. Don't worry, sir. We'll make sure that Ball gets a comfortable space in Adler's brig when we get aboard. So he's under arrest. Sir, the ship is out of combat and we are ready to beam you aboard. There's a lot of interference, but there are possibly more Klingon ships incoming. Let's see here, and Jamie says, yeah, there's other Foundry items too, not just missions. Oh. I'm not too familiar with the Foundry to know other items. So far I've just pretty much done missions. And then Nebuda says that she hates constant combat. That's why she likes decorating so much. Yeah, you know, depending on what I do, constant combat, there's nothing to it. I mean, I like a good story behind what I'm doing. So this, to me, even though this has a good mixture of some ground combat we just had in space, the fact that I think there's a really fun, clever story behind it, that's what's really, really cool. So battle report. While you were on the Triumph, sir, 3 Klingon ships destroyed, 2 disabled. We took some minor hull damage, but repair crews are on it now. It looks like the Klingons are trickling in. We won't have to fight the same sheer number simultaneously as in previous time loops, and some ships may not arrive at all. These anomalies are refracting that deflector pulse all around the system, creating numerous sensor ghosts. Oh, James said that in the Foundry there's a tour of the universe stuff. Oh, I haven't seen that. And then James says, I'm still into combat stuff, although side missions are my favorite more than the main story. Yeah, and I haven't got very far in the main story. I mean, I'm only level 22, but you know, the game has been fun regardless of where you go. It's still really fun. Transmission from SS Triumph. Triumph to Adler. We're making final preparations to depart. Repairs are nearly complete. Screen us for just a few minutes and we'll be ready to go. We need to leave soon. Sir, unknown number of Klingon contacts dropping out of warp. We need to buy the Triumph some time. Oh, wait though. Look though. Check it out. I got nothing to really help me. Okay, so for a minute I thought I saw other ships with us. Alright. Well, this time let's see what we can do here. Oh. Oh. Oh, look. I just took that out. And the bird of prey. But this time I think it's saying that story-wise they're coming in kind of disabled and with problems because of all this anomaly. Oh, look. See, now I can take the glowy thing that you saw earlier. There's one. See, that's just equipment floating in space I can pick up. Yep, so cool. This is how combat's supposed to go. I'm the hero here, not them. Oh, crap. I spoke too soon. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hold on. Forward shield, forward shield. Emergency shield buff. Criminy. Oh, and then some talking here. Jamie says, in fact, Crypto made it free to play. Smart choice. Yeah, so that's right. If you hadn't caught on to me saying that, yeah, this is free to play. That's one reason I do it. It's just pick it up and go. And then Crenshaw says, can I do the whole story for free? Yep, that's a phenomenal. They have one of the better free-to-play models. You have access to quite a few things, and in fact, the whole storyline for free. And then the main moneymakers are extras. Yeah, so like if you go to their store, their credit store, they actually also have a very extensive store for buying like extra crews, some classes, lots of ships. So yeah, you can spend a lot of money to support the game, or none at all. But everything they have definitely are game enhancers, and it's a very good shop, so a very good system. Oh, I didn't know I could change the combat difficulty. Jamie says you can go for normal, which will you'll take combat damage, but you don't have to do major repairs. I didn't even know you could do that. I just kind of play on whatever they have it set at. Let's see here. Is that how many are left? Is that all of them? There's a disabled Forza that warped in. Another disabled ship that warped in. Oh, that was it. We did it. Sir, the surrounding space, it's back to normal. I'm showing all additional ships at least 10 minutes away. We have plenty of time to escape now. I would hypothesize that once we destroyed all attacking Klingon ships, the spatial anomaly no longer had any chance of recurring because of the Adler's destruction and simply ceased to exist. Ceased to exist? What? But it already existed. Temporal paradoxes. I cannot say that I enjoy them. I think I'll put a report together for the Daystrom Institute that may find this incident fascinating. We're getting a message from the SS Triumph. So I put it on screen. Open the channel. And then James says that there's advanced and elite. Those mean you have to repair your ship if you do too much phasers blazing. Well, I don't know what I've got it. And then Cynic says the regenerators and components are used to treat injuries and ship damage in higher difficulties. Yeah, and to be honest, I'm not very good with using all that kind of stuff. Oh, maybe my ground combat must be on normal. Because I don't know, I seem to do okay on ground combat, but I don't know. Jadrian, I don't know how you did it, but you've managed to help us with repairs, clear out attacking Klingons, and clear out that spatial distortion all at once. I'm just that good. Our repairs are complete. We're reinitializing the antimatter flow momentarily. Thanks for the assistance. We'll be out of your way and en route to Earth shortly. Well, we're leaving too. Helm, get us out of here. And we're done. Whoops, I'm going backwards. So there we are at the end. Then, since I ran this once before, there's the walkthrough. So I'm going to put in here little notes. Let's see here. Ran this again. We'll post a... Oh, I guess I hit my limit. I'm busy typing and nothing happening. So, let's delete this out and just post a new little review for him. Somlu says, good stream, good mission. Thank you very much. It's an excellent mission, I have to say. So, if you hadn't seen it and I've spoiled it for you, I would still recommend come in and play it anyway for yourself. And give a good review because it's a good one. Let's see. Ran this again, and we'll post a link to this review in the forums. Yeah, the Foundry stuff is excellent. Jamie says that the Foundry stuff is very top-notch, and I agree 100%. Alright, Somlu, see you later. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, Six Moon. He says it was a great stream. Thank you. Nabuda, she's saying bye. Guess she's saying bye to Somlu there. Yep, thanks for coming in, buddy. Let's go ahead and leave that there at the 5 stars because I enjoy that one. We'll click OK. So I'm going to post a link to this in the Foundry forums on the Star Trek Online website so other people can come watch it. I would suggest that if you don't have it, like even my wife, she broke down and she's downloading it. The only reason she's not playing with me tonight is because she's trying to finish up some crafting that she's working on in EverQuest 2. But she plans in later episodes of Star Trek Night she's going to join me, which normally is Tuesday. So next Tuesday we're going to attempt to play Star Trek on Star Trek Night, which is Tuesday. She's planning on playing next week. So for now, though, I'm going to go ahead and end in the stream. I'm going to go ahead and just hang out in the chat room for a little bit, but I'm not quite sure. Hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. Only ending the stream because I don't know how much of this it will let me upload to YouTube. I'm hoping I can upload it in just one complete stream instead of like a whole bunch of broken pieces. So we'll see how that goes. So let's get that turned off. Anyway, thanks for watching the stream. Hopefully, if you want to watch Terra this weekend, I don't know what times I'll be playing Terra, so you can just check the channel every now and then and see if I've got some Terra video footage posted. Otherwise, check back Monday. Monday night will be Age of Conan. Yeah, Age of Conan night on Monday, so you can watch us play that. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you later.